and welcome to Beauty Recommended. I'm Anna from Vivianna Does Makeup, and you know the drill by now. Every Friday, either me or one of my beauty blogging buddies will be here to answer Britain's biggest beauty questions. Now there are a lot of questions, so today's video is going to try and tackle quite a few of them. I'm going to show you a get ready with me that creates this red carpet-esque, kind of very glamorous red lip, big hair look, and hopefully it will answer quite a few questions like how to contour, how to make your hair big, how to make your makeup stay in place all night, including many more. So let's get started. So things started in the shower where I used my Head & Shoulders Thick and Strong shampoo and conditioner. Now this stuff just makes my hair look really full and really gives it a good clean. Then my shaving duties were taken care of by a very exciting duo. First I used the Aussie Megawatt body wash, which smells incredible. Honestly, this stuff is gorgeous. It smells good enough to eat, and it just leaves your skin feeling very nourished and moisturized after. Then for shaving I used the Venus Snap Razor. Now this is a little sneak peek because it's not actually coming over here until summer, but it is worth getting excited for because is this not just the cutest razor you've ever seen? It's so tiny and it just comes with a great little like plastic pouch that you can pop it in, throwing a gym bag, throwing a bag when you're traveling. It's very easy and convenient to travel with, and the blades on it are amazing. You get such a close shave with it. So for skincare today I kept it very simple, just using 5 products that would prep and prime the skin really well for the makeup application later on. And I started with the Oskia Renaissance Cleansing Gel. I absolutely love this stuff. It just leaves my skin feeling very fresh. And then to carry on with that fresh theme, I used the Omravitska Queen of Hungry Mist. To add in a bit of moisture, I use the Sarah Chapman Intense Hydrating Skin Booster, which is great and just leaves my skin feeling and looking very dewy. Then I went in with the Olay Regenerist Luminous Skin Tone Perfecting Cream Moisturizer. Now this is very rich and just leaves my skin feeling very moisturized. And to finish off, I just used an eye cream, and today I used the Olay Regenerist Luminous Dark Circle Correcting Swirl. Now this stuff is seriously highlighting. It's almost like you're just putting a highlighter under the eyes and just waving goodbye to your bags in one quick sweep. Then to finish off, I just used my Oral-B 3D White Luxe Glamorous Shine Toothpaste, and I just used that on an Oral-B electric toothbrush. Now this stuff can remove up to 90% of surface stains in 5 days, which is just great news, and I find that it leaves my teeth feeling very shiny. Okay, moving on to hair. While my hair was still damp, I popped in some of the Silvercrin Style and Heat Protect Spray just all over through the lengths of my hair, and then I blow dried using the Braun Satin 7 hairdryer, and I just roughly blow dried it, not really paying too much attention, but just trying to get some volume into the roots. When my hair was fully dry, I decided to pop a few kind of curly waves in it using the Braun Satin 7 hair straighteners. Now I have used this technique before in my first ever video that I made for the Beauty Recommended channel, so I will pop a link to that below if you want to see it in more detail, but it's just kind of twisting the hair around the barrel of the straighteners, just gives a really nice kind of relaxed, loose wave to the hair, and I think the end result is very glamorous indeed. And then to get a bit more volume in it when I'd finished, I used the Pantene Pro V Instant Refresh Dry Shampoo, which is great stuff, completely invisible in the hair, can't see it at all, there's none of that white chalky residue left, and I find that it just gives a really nice oomph to the roots. The first product I used for my makeup was the Max Factor Facefinity All Day Primer. Now this formula contains micro correctors that work to absorb sweat and sebum, which means you're going to get a really nice matte base that just means that whatever you put on top of it is going to last all day. And then on top of that, I did put some of the Dior Star Foundation, and this is a fab foundation, especially for going out. It lasts all day, stays in place really well, and just has a nice amount of coverage, but also a natural skin-like finish to it. Then to finish off my base, I just used the NARS Creamy Concealer on any areas of redness and under my eyes, and then I just blended that in with my foundation brush. And then I finished things off using the Soap & Glory Instant Retouch Pressed Powder all over on a loose brush, and again, this is just going to help to lock everything in place, and this also has a yellow tint to the powder, which means that it reduces redness even further. Onto the tricky bit that is contouring. Now I have 2 tips for you here. Don't go too crazy with it, and it's all about the placement. So the product I used was the Kevyn Aucoin, the sculpting powder in the shade Medium, and in terms of placement, you just want to find that kind of hollow in your face. If you roll your finger down your face and under your cheekbone, you'll find that there's a bit of a line there. that is where you want to place the product. You also don't want to come, if you were to draw a line directly down from your iris, you don't want to come in any further than here. So it's focusing it really on that outside part of the face. So I just blended it in under my cheekbones, also bringing it slightly under the jawline and also around the sides of the forehead as well, just to sculpt my face a little bit further. And then my second tip, which was to not go too crazy with it, involves just using your foundation brush that you used, just blended over the top to make sure that it's completely blended in and the look is very seamless. To perk things up on the cheeks, I used the Max Factor Miracle Touch Creamy Blush in the shade Soft Pink, just blended very lightly onto the cheeks using my finger, and then I moved on to my eyebrows, and for this I used the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Soft Brown, and I just went through, used the spoolie to get my brows into the right position, and then used the other side just to lightly define my eyebrows. Nothing too crazy, but just filling in any sparse areas. Now for eyes, I didn't want to go too crazy because I knew that I was going to rock a bold red lip, so I just kept things very matte and kind of just adding a bit of definition to my socket and lid. So I took my Lorac Pro palette and I used the shade Taupe all over the lid, which is a kind of golden brown but without the metallicness to it. And I blended it out in the crease with a touch of the shade Sable, which is a little bit darker and richer, just to add that extra little bit of softness to the look. Mascara wise, I laid up a few coats of the Max Factor False Lash Effect Waterproof Mascara, which is one of my all-time favourite mascaras. It just gives such a good lift and curl to my lashes. Then finally for my lips, I used the Max Factor lipstick in Ruby Tuesday, which is an amazing red shade. I mean, check this out, just look at it, and because it's got a nice creamy opaque texture to it, I didn't need to use a lip liner with it at all. It's got a nice bluey undertone to it, so it's going to make your teeth look even whiter and it's going to look incredible on basically every single skin tone. And that is the finished look. What do you think? Something that you're going to rock on your next night out. I hope you enjoyed it. Now remember to tweet us your questions using the hashtag BeautyQs and we will answer as many as we can, and do subscribe because there's a new video coming every Friday from one of us and you know you don't want to miss it. So thank you for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye.